today we have a special guest on the show with us.
Could introduce me. I'm gonna sound terrible. Izzy Dre. That's just terrible. You could have gave me that, like, oh, yeah, Izzy Dre. But yes, I'm Izzy Dre and I'm an actor.
Izzy Dre and a comedian. All of that.
Oh my God. Yeah, comedic actor. That's the title I like. Because I did like a podcast interview and it was like, Instagram comedian. I'm like, I'm not an Instagram comedian.
Tell us your social media and where you are from.
Izzy Dre. That's Izzy Dre. West side of Detroit.
West side of Detroit.
Yes.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Born and raised. Tell us what it's like, growing up in the city.
I mean, if you're from Detroit, that's do I really have to go into detail? If you ain't from Detroit, do I really gotta go there? But no, it was cool. I'm completely opposite of how my upbringing was. Like, it was regular inner city stuff. Parents with addictions and all that type of stuff. But completely opposite. So, like, I found a home in comedy. Like, I don't do drugs, right? So that was kind of like my way to escape to the type of thing. So, yeah.
So how did you get off into that? You're
just
comedic actor.
I think no, like honestly, I was like always to myself. Cartoons, movies, all that type of stuff. So now your imagination just running, and then I was always getting man, you funny. So you're just working up enough nerve to try it, And then Instagram hit, and then there you go.
So what you start with, like your mama jokes, or?
No, that's the thing about it. Like, so, no. So like, I wrote the first time I ever wrote material. It was for stand up, but it was terrible. So it wasn't terrible to the point like the material couldn't work, but it was like more funny with a visual as opposed to me actually telling. So it was just like, okay, I can do something, but just let me fix it up a little bit, and then just came with skits. But when I did my first video, it was before Instagram hit, so it was actually like a little mini movie and YouTube and all that. The Instagram came around and switched it up. So I actually stopped for a good while and then came back.
Okay. Yeah, I see you. I like the way you think because just your content that you put out.
Oh my God.
It's just
I just want people to separate me from like just let it be. It's just artistry type thing because they'd be like, why is you thinking like? And it's like, man, it's just.
I'm not judging you.
No, not at all. It's just I be getting like so. Oh my God, they be on me. Like, what is that about?
You allow yourself. You have to allow yourself to have that freedom of thinking.
Yeah.
So you can come up with that type of content because it's like it reaches everybody.
Yeah.
Just what you go.
I really want to cover all ground. Like I said, it'd be like I got like upbeat stuff. I got dark comedy. I got over the top with the sex stuff and all that stuff. But yeah.
And I think that's how you're able to reach your audience because it's relatable to everyone. So that's kudos to you.
Yeah, but what's crazy is like the feedback that I get like in the inbox be more so of the dark stuff. Like they like that type of sense. I don't know why. I don't know what audience I'm building right now. It's alarming.
And when you say the dark stuff, like what's an example?
Dark humor is like you borderline pushing it. It's like joking about stuff you shouldn't be joking about.
Like somebody death or something like that?
Like, okay, so one of the things that I'm known for is it's a meme where it says, I don't deserve this or whatever. So the character supposed to be, his whole thing is trying to kill his wife.
Okay.
That right there is like,
right.
How is that funny? But yeah, so every time he attempts it, it goes left and like something bad happens. So that's like dark comedy if you say something along the lines of that.
Okay.
But like I said, it's really, I don't know. Like I had my page for like 4 years now, and I just cracked like the 10K mark after I started doing those, and then I brought back my skits, and then they started getting me more known for my skits.
So you started out with skits?
I started out with skits, but I stopped because I was just like, I was finding myself writing stuff that was longer than 15 seconds, longer than a minute, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna keep wasting this material. I started, writing it for the movie. So then I had like a signature skit, which is all in all, it's AW. So I was saying that, and it was clicking, like it was hitting. But then I was like, okay, let me see what I can really do with this. And then I came back, switch it up with the memes and the videos, and then, you know.
Okay.
So now it's starting to roll for me now. So.
Okay, so since you're a comedic actor,
Yes.
you said you grew up, you were kind of like isolated. You grew up watching cartoons, movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who are your influences?
Influence my style is 4 people. Really like 5, but I'm gonna just try to narrow it down though. So people that people would know would be, Eddie Murphy's my all-time favorite.
I can see that.
Jamie Foxx, I get that one a lot. I like Dave Chappelle angles that he take, and I like Martin from his show. It's different things they do. Like Jamie got like this laid back, slick comedy type of thing, and I'm just naturally laid back. Eddie Murphy just overall, and then Martin's reaction to things on his show is just funny. And then I think the thinking outside the box with Chappelle is like hilarious to me. So like those 4.
I think you hit the nail on the head with all of that because I see that all in you.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I
Eddie's
still
my guy.
think Norbit is funny to this day.
Yeah.
Still watch it. Martin, love Martin from the show.
Yeah.
Run and Tell That was funny. You So Crazy.
Yeah.
Good stand-ups.
Like Eddie Murphy got my favorite stand-up ever. That's Delirious.
Delirious.
Yeah, that's my favorite
Down
stand-up
that
ever.
tight-ass wrist.
Get snug.
Huggers, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he definitely has some good content. And he touched on some stuff.
And that's just crazy. Like that stand-up, you wouldn't make it through 5 minutes of that material now. Like it's so sensitive now. You can't say nothing.
I know.
Like
Times have changed.
Yes.
That's actually something good that you touched on because, looking back, it was all, acceptable to say.
Yeah.
You could say any of that. Now you had, I think Tracy Morgan, that's the only one that I could
Yeah,
recall. He had to apologize for saying certain things. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like,
it's, oh my God. Like when I be writing stuff, sometimes I'll be looking like, okay, I can't say that. I can't say this. What I try to do is like, one thing that's like consistent is like sex sells. So I can just have somebody that look attractive in there, and that's gonna lure them in, and then there you go.
Okay.
So, but when they watch it back though, they usually quoting lines from there, so that's how I know it worked. You know what I'm saying? They quoting lines from there. They're not just saying, oh, she's eye candy, all that, whatever. They actually quote lines from the skit. So that was just the way I played it. But I usually kind of stay off the certain topics anyway, though. Like some that I know don't just go left. I just try to stay with
you probably lose.
Yeah.
Now, there's topics that you yourself just truly will not touch on. Like, just forget about whether society is going to accept it or not, but just you yourself.
No, like I really touch on everything, but my thing is I really would think it all the way through, so I can say what I mean, like, and I can stand by it type of thing. So
Okay.
I would more so think it all the way through before I do it. But there ain't nothing like off. That's what's crazy to me. It's like I had like if you just say like a gay joke or whatever, right? I know people like personally that are gay. And they be like, treat me the same way. Okay, well I joke on everybody, so you're gonna have to take it the same way. Like the intent is not to hurt you. You know, it's always to be funny. Now, no matter if you find it funny or not is up to you. But I try to keep it in mind, obviously. But I don't want it to dictate what I do.
Currently have a project that's coming out.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
That is a movie called All in All. Like I said, it was off a signature skit of mine. If I can just break it down, it's like Friday meets Superbad. Like, so it's a good setup though. But it's like one of those just feel good buddy comedies type of things.
Friday meets Superbad.
Yes, like because of the setup is it's 2 best friends or whatever, and they get in debt like to a drug lord basically, right? So that would be somewhat similar to Friday because they got in debt or whatever. But in the midst of trying to get it back, it's just so much going on and so much things to get into. But the way I got it is like 4 storylines, but they all meet their conclusion on the same night. So that'd be where I add my own originality to it. So.
And so this is going to be a full-length
It's full-length, yeah. Okay. I'm actually, like, that's why I was getting pushed back. It was supposed to be June, but I'm actually pushing it back to write like 3 more additional scenes.
Okay.
I just wanted to, you know, like with movies, it's kind of like you want it to be funny and not silly. Like, a silly is so in the moment, but funny, you're gonna keep coming back to watch. So it's kind of like, I ain't gonna do it right, let's not do it. So
now, are you looking to, you know, make this into kind of like a series of movies? So like,
when all in all, it's gonna be like some by itself. I would think maybe if the feedback go, I redo it. You know, I do something else to it. But as of right now, that one by itself. But I have like 3 other ones that I want to start right now. But this one is just my coming out, so to speak. So I'm like really taking my time with it, because like the original script is like 4 years old, and then I rewrote it like 3 times since that. So yeah.
And so, no, I was gonna say, so how has it been going? You know, as far as like with production.
That's not my department. My man, yeah, shout out to my man Nino, the cinema guys. That's his whole. Yeah, yo Nino, that's my dude. So that's his whole setup. My thing was to make sure I get the actors, they lines, and do what I'm supposed to do in front of the cam. All the rest of that, you take care of.
So you ain't really with that.
Yeah, I've edited a whole video, like movie before, and it's good and cringe worthy. So I'm gonna just play my lane. I respect what y'all do behind the camera. I ain't touching it.
So tell us about the signature all in all.
The signature all in all is something going completely left. Like, it's set up for me to win, and then it just doesn't happen. So and then you hit the all in all. But that originally started from just asking somebody something. If they ain't about to say something that I want to hear, I just was cutting them off. Like, oh no, like, I was just saying it like that. You know what I'm saying? But then they actually, I put it in the skit format, and it was working. It was clicking. Yeah, so that's how I came about with that. But
what is the craziest DM you've received from your skits? Crazy comment.
Oh well, comments is probably, what's the craziest comment? I can't think of the craziest comment offhand, but I say the craziest DM though. Chick was like, "Man, you hilarious." I'm like, "All right, thank you, appreciate it." And then it was just like nude pictures afterwards. And I was like, okay, this went left real quick, but all right, you know. So because it was like, she was like, you know, can you make me a video or a meme or something like? So I basically was like, post a ghostwriter a meme or something. I did it, and then she just sent me an ass pic. I was like, okay, well, thank you. Yes, you know, but like,
that was her form of payment.
It was like no setup for it. Wasn't even going that way. It was just like.
That's what I'm saying. So did it go left or right for you?
That went left for me. Definitely went left for me.
So, okay.
It wasn't one of the IG models or nothing. Yeah, okay.
So that was left for me.
Then he called her that lady, so it sounded like she was old. I don't know.
And that was the thing about
That's
it.
all no.
Exactly. That's all no that is finance. I went to the pictures, and it was like family on her. Like, you should be out here doing this. Like, honestly.
That sounded like that one skit where you said that you was on the couch and she said her husband knew you was there or something like that.
No, that was a real. No, okay. So some of the stories are actually real. I think that's where I found my niche for it, because I used to tell somebody something that happened to me, and they would think I'm lying because it'd be sounding so over the top. But it's just like people that tell good stories kind of bring it to life type of thing. So that's all it really was. But yes, that's an actual story.
So no embellishment?
Like, yeah, I mean, I try to, I don't know. Yeah, I got to be real careful with telling like all real stories though, because like somebody really did get pissed at me about that one time.
Well, if you don't give no name,
right?
That was my point. But
people know it's them.
Yeah, but you can't. At the same time, I can't tell you. The thing is, I can't tell you how to take something though, right? So where I was looking at it like it's not that serious. She was a little tight. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't say I'm gonna stay away from it, but I pick and choose my battles.
Yeah. So moving forward, you still telling the stories?
I am, but I haven't came up like I haven't nothing happened for me to really tell. Cause I used to try to tell the ones that I can actually say all the way through, and then I can add something to it. I don't want to just exaggerate too much. It's more fun if you like, oh, that's real. That's the truth of it.
Okay, so out of all of the skits that you've done, which would you say is your favorite?
Oh my God, you can't ask that. Like kids, you can't say which. I don't. Well, truth be told, like somebody just asked me that on Instagram, but the all in alls is my favorite to do. And I think that's why I kind of fell back on doing them, because I just didn't want them getting them like, you're just doing it too much, you're just relying on the same joke over and over, and people get tired of it. But so when I really gear up to do one, I usually try to make it my best, so I think those is, but.
So you gotta build up for it.
Yeah, I mean, because those are my signature ones, so it's kind of like when I put that one out, I really want to see that one do something. Yeah, so those would be my favorite to do. But I ain't got one in particular. I think like my first one I ever did probably, and what's the one got the most views? Maybe that one. But the thing is though, the ones that I feel like is hilarious be like okay, and then the ones I feel like is okay do better. So go figure.
I think that's with every artist, you know.
Yeah.
We always we take a liking to a certain thing that we, you know, create or put out. And, you know, our audience doesn't receive it like we want them to. But the ones that we hate the most, oh my God! No!
I mean, I really didn't scroll down. Like, I was looking for a throwback. And I'm scrolling down. I'm looking like, who was that? Like, that was terrible. But they was like, love. They commented on it. So, yeah, it happens.
Yeah, I did a skit about 3 years ago with me and my wife.
Okay.
And it was basically just showing how, like, she white and I'm black, and just like the struggles we have, like hair wise, you know, just differences and stuff.
Man, that's set up right there.
That boy hit like right now it's at almost 10,000 views on YouTube.
Okay.
But everything else we put out is doing like, you know, 100, 200.
I never really.
When I look back on it, I'm like, ugh.
I never really clicked on YouTube though. That's the crazy thing about, like, I ain't really, even Instagram. I couldn't get over the hump until I just switched up the style a little bit. Like I said, I just started merging it with the memes and all that, and then it just started working for me. So yeah, actually, and then you know what's crazy? One of the biggest hits that I got on Instagram was something that I thought would be like, it's either gonna go real well or it's gonna go real bad, and it was a stud joke. So did I send you that one? Okay, that was the one that got like the most. That one, and they loved it though, because the thing was, it wasn't to disrespect and all. It was just funny. You know what I'm saying? So funny.
What was the joke? I don't think I've seen it.
Okay, so
anyway, I need a shirt.
Don't cut the jokes, okay? What you mean you need a shirt? What you need a shirt for?
I was with this bitch earlier, man. Bitch worked it off and shit, you know, get a little kinky. You know what I'm saying? I got the strap.
Okay, spare me the details, okay? I get you a shirt as soon as I find the jacket.
Alright, just get out, because I ain't got one on.
I was gonna get him me a hoodie, man. I ain't no point in. Okay, you got both of them out.
Yeah, what's wrong, bro?
I'm saying they sitting up. They sitting up nice too.
Bro, that's fucking gay. Don't be weird.
Gay? You do realize you's a woman, right?
Prove it.
If you don't get the hell on with that.
You serious?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So do you find yourself laughing at yourself like?
Sometimes. Like when you know you doing right, it's kind of like an out of body experience. Like you can watch it like it's not you. That's when I know I did one. Just good. But yeah,
that's funny.
That one, and I told the joke about actually having sex with stud. I did that one. So both of those like only times I was like, okay, I'm kind of pushing it, but they went over well. So I mean,
well, you did it tastefully.
That was the whole thing. Like it's not to go there, like, you know. So
well, it's funny because there are girls out there that's like that. That's like, okay, you got titties now, but they, you know, they will go out, you know, with nothing on, like.
Yeah. And see with her, with that one, the actual skit one, that was more so over the top. Like when I actually had experience with one, it wasn't on that level. It was actually it was going well, and then it went left a little bit. But that
was over the top. Her titties was big though.
Yeah.
Now she had some smaller titties. All right, maybe okay, but no, damn, them boys was big.
The one with the actual story though, that was like, she's like, yeah, like we can do it, but you know, I talk to women, but I'm still a woman. So I like a male's touch from time to time. So
yeah, I wonder then if she was bi then, if that's the case.
No, well, see what I would say, facial wise, like she was very, very attractive. But like how she dressed, yeah, I wouldn't approach her. Like it really was her saying something to me type thing. So, but like once we got to like the room, it was like, okay.
She wasn't drunk or nothing. She was
she got
clear
drunk.
minded.
That was the whole thing about it. She was like, I need something to drink. So I get her something to drink. It was some Remy. Okay, now I don't drink. I've never had a drink a day in my life, right? So she knocking this down by herself. What I'm thinking anyway. But by the time I got from the liquor store to the house, she was done with it. Like she hit that mother like it was a sports drink or something. She hit that yeah, so I'm like, okay. So we get there and then shit. It was just weird because it was like, I ain't about to really interact with you. Just do it. What the fuck was we? What did you ask me to do this for then? Like, but okay.
Hell no.
Yeah, it was weird.
Look, I'm trying to figure out what.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, you brave. If anything, I say you brave. Cause it sounded like she had some issues. Really.
Yeah, she was just landing like, come on.
The experiences that you allow yourself to be in, you know, really make up for your content for sure.
Okay, well, some of it is sprung on me. I don't seek these things out, okay? Yeah, trust me.
Well, you could
I
have
don't.
denied that one.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of like you gotta allow people to get close. As far as like if you're opening up, like stuff that really happened is usually the funniest things. You know what I'm saying? Like I can write something and come up with it, but it's like if it really happened, it's just I don't know. It's just funnier to me. Yeah. So. Like actually, that's my writing process though. I usually say it out loud over and over and then write it down. Like I want to say it like how I'm gonna hear it and then I write it down.
Now, where are you when you doing this? Do you have to be in like solitude? Or?
No, it depends.
What's the one guy said? Big Tay, he be in the shower.
But it can happen. You could be in the shower. You can just wake up and your mind could just be running. It's just whenever it hits you. Like if you got the type of write. Like I was a writer by default. Like I didn't want to do that. Like I really just wanted to get on front of the camera and just do what I do. But writing for me was like I had to get to the point of writing it down. My problem was I kept just saying it in my head, I'm gonna remember it. And you an hour, half of the day done passed, I don't remember all that shit. Like I remember about 4 lines out of it. So what I would do is I have a word in particular and then I had the lines attached to that word. So when I say it, all of it just comes down type of thing. But you know, I had to stop that. So writing for me, it's just whenever it hit me though. I do have a problem with talking while I'm just walking though. Like if I'm just walking, I might be saying the lines to myself. And they like, what the fuck is wrong? You know, like, I was get the grab and they cut, you know, so. Yeah, I got that problem, so. But yeah, that's writing for me though. Just really, whenever I get it and then I sit down and just let it go. And then, but I kind of like the weight of not doing it as soon as I write it down. Cause like I can go back and then I can touch it up type of thing. Cause I haven't seen scenes I did and I'm like, I could have said this instead. So like with the all-in-all movie, it's another scene that we redoing because I just like I got something that's way better than that. So yeah, it works both ways.
And so you definitely locked in because I feel like once you do something for so long, it's like it locks you into this place and you just constantly dispersing out content in your mind. You know, so that's definitely taking you to the next level.
I mean, I really want like a team though. Like I like want like women writers and male. Like I just want to do that because it's just you bouncing these ideas off and just come back so much better. Like so, like a lot of the last people that I've acted with, they be like writers too, and they'll throw an idea out, and that just makes it so much fun because it's just like you just feeding off each other. You know, so, and they might notice something you don't notice. Like I can only go so far from a female perspective, not a woman. You know what I'm saying? So when they have theirs, it just makes it better.
So that's what you're looking to get off more into, working with people.
Yeah. Like actually, one of the shorts that I want to do is like not even comedy related. So I kind of want like a female perspective.
That collaboration.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up.
No.
So with you doing skits and everything, so do you at all dress up? You know, because nowadays you see a lot of people dressing up as women and doing all of that. You don't do it.
Not me. I think I'm funnier than that. But at the same time, I don't knock nobody for doing it. Like, cause people usually when they say, I ain't doing that, they go, oh my God, it's gay. It's not that it's gay. The joke just ran into the ground for me. Like, the whole concept is I'm gonna dress up like a woman. And I'm gonna just say what y'all said, and that's funny. Like that was it.
I don't know why, but
that's
to
what
me,
I'm
when
saying.
a man do it, that should be hilarious as hell.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So that's funny. So it's like it can work. Don't get me wrong. It's just like it's not for me though. And then I'm terrible with voices too. So
let me hear your best woman voice.
I ain't got it. I ain't even about to play. I ain't got it.
Reach deep down in there and find it.
He gonna know. He gonna come out sounding like a
I'm gonna
stud.
tell you, like I did like a video where it supposed to be like a voiceover, and I couldn't get nobody to do it. So I was trying. I even tried to speed it up with the chipmunk voice and all that. It was just terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. Like I have a mumbled tone already, so it was terrible.
Come on, reach down in there.
I ain't got it.
You ain't
got it. I ain't got it. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't got it.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, I'm not against it though. Like it's some of it is funny, but like for me, it's just it ran its course type of thing. I don't know. I'm good.
All right, so let everybody know when they can expect the All in All.
The All in All movie, like I said, it's getting pushed back, but it will be this year. I know that much. I want to say July, August will be the latest type of thing. But
and you're releasing it on YouTube or how?
No. It's gonna be a premiere. It's gonna be a movie premiere. Then afterwards, that's when you do the online stuff. Because at that point, you pretty much just giving it away for free. You know, so.
Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna look for that. Yeah. I want to come to the premiere and see.
Oh yeah, come on.
You gotta invite the Real Visual Outlet out.
Yeah. Y'all more than welcome. Listen, the first show that's like good, guaranteed sold out because that's like friends and family. It'd be the second and third one I'm looking forward to. That's more so word of mouth fitness getting out. So I just want to see, like I really want to see that, like watch people watch the movie. You know, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay.
Definitely looking forward to it.
All right. Well, do you have any shout outs that you want to give?
No, I don't like none of these people I deal with. No, I'm just no.
I'm like, all right. I accept it.
And she was like back there like, okay, that's cool, I guess. But no, shout out to y'all first and foremost for having me. This is my first on camera interview. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to my guy Nino. That's about it. I ain't gonna do all the actors and all that shit. Shout out to myself.
Shout out to Izzy Drake.
Yeah, shout out to Izzy Drake. There you go. And anybody that just like it's not happening for them, whatever your form of entertainment is or whatever you're trying, it's the best thing I can tell you. Don't get frustrated by time. Be prepared for your moment. There you go. So,
Real talk.
There you go. That's it.
All right. We want to thank you for coming out to the Real Visual Outlet.
And we wish you much success.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.